The first and 5 tonight ease up after months of tighter rules in the wake of Omicron. All 3 maritime provinces have now announced COVID restrictions will loosen over the coming weeks.
While things won't be fully back to normal, new or otherwise, as CTV's Ryan MacDonald shows us, many see it as a light at the end of the latest lockdown tunnel. Ryan.
Jason and Maria, earlier in this pandemic, this kind of easing of restrictions may have been met with plenty of concern or even fear. But this time around, it seems many are instead breathing a sigh of relief. 2022 has so far seen more restrictions, an economy that's running on fumes, and people's patience with the pandemic wearing thinner than ever. So today's announcement that Nova Scotia will soon be easing many of its COVID-19 mandates comes to many as a big glimmer of hope.
This is very welcome news.
Dr. Simon Sherry is a registered psychologist based in Halifax. In his opinion, things have gotten to the point where the mental health impacts of restrictions were outweighing the public health risks, and it was time for something to change.
Mental health problems have become so widespread that they're common. Across Canada, we've seen doubling or even quadrupling of rates of depression and anxiety and suicidality. This pandemic has created a very serious mental health crisis.
We need to get back to some sense of normalcy.
Then there's the impact on people's livelihoods. The last time we spoke to this Sydney restaurant owner, he told us his business was on life support because of the latest restrictions.
And on our bottom line, we're down 30% over last year, which we were down 30% from the previous year. So that's a 60% decrease in business in the last 2 years.
People are ready. People are definitely ready to come back.
At this gym just down the road, they too are looking forward to welcoming more people through the doors after operating at half capacity the past couple of months.
The struggle with only being at 50% and having all of these extra rules and mandates and everything has just been really hard on our members and our staff.
What we need now more than ever is novelty and joy and connection.
Simon Sherry says with a more open society, the hope is that morale and mental health will improve.
People should live based on their values, not based on their fears.
It's definitely time, for us just to get on and live with it at this point.
Learning to live with COVID-19 and our newest new normal. And when speaking about the further easing of restrictions in phases 2 and 3, Premier Tim Houston said a big part of what's required is people sticking together and being on the same page, a message that's perhaps more poignant after all of the divisiveness that we've been seeing lately.